Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for the last match for May's VCT Academy. I'm Zach, and with me here is Grammy back on the desk. So, Grammy, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great actually. I'm super excited for this last match here. And also I noticed that your camera quality has improved since we last casted together, which was back in March. And as just as how your camera quality has sharpened, I believe so have the skills of these individual players that will be seeing here today on the map of Haven.
Definitely. We've seen some of these players before. I think we've seen Adukezik and Yaya both play in this very academy tournament in the month of March. The difference is back then they were on the same team, and today though they're gonna be playing against each other. So I'm really excited to see how it's gonna shape up. And it's not just Adukezik and Yaya. All of these players have been through the gauntlet in the last 2 days, the two matches before, as well as today's two matches. So I think they're definitely, they've come a long way and they are really hungry to try and win this match and, prove that both they've improved and the fact that, they're competing for the prize money here. But let's take a look at this tournament's format and prize pool.
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about the prize pool first. This tournament has a total of 500 USD prize pool, breaking down into the first place getting 150 USD, the second place getting 100 USD, third to sixth will get 50 USD each, and seventh to eighth will get 25 USD each. And this tournament is only open to players ranked Plat 3 and below.
And I think that's a wonderful initiative because I think a lot of the hesitation to see is that women who are just starting to play Valorant, right? They're like, oh no, I'm only a particular rank, and all the people who are playing in the pro scene, like the VCT Game Changers tournaments, are all like a particular rank or higher. Well, if you feel that way, don't worry. Academy is a great place for you to start, and you not only start off playing in a professional environment, you also get the chance to like meet a lot of new people, make some friends, and probably even get into a team someday. So I think this is just a great initiative for women all around to try and get into the gaming scene and Valorant as a whole.
Yeah, definitely. And adding on to what you just mentioned, how they get to meet new players and everything, I do think that this format that the academy is taking on, which is a Swiss format, helps for that as well because in the first round, the first match, the players are randomly placed into teams of five, and after every series, the players will be reshuffled into an entirely new team depending on the previous game's results. So you'll be playing along and against different players each time that you play.
Definitely. And the point is, this lets you shine as an individual, Like, even if your team loses or wins, it lets you get evaluated on your own performance. And based on how you play it definitely makes a huge difference. So, yeah, this last matchup, it's going to, like, finalize the placements and who walks away with that first place, who walks away in the top eight. And I think all of these players are very eager to prove themselves. And I think everybody watching is also pretty eager to know who is going to be the winner, but that will be announced quite later. I think that let's talk about today's match, right? This match that we're going to be casting. It's going to be Haven. So, how do you feel about Haven? That's the question on my mind here.
Honestly, I love Haven. It's such a staple map. It's been there since the very beginning, and it's my favorite map to play on. The three sides gives the attackers so many things to be able to play around with on the attacking side. And even though it gives like the defender side a little bit of a little difficulty around to play with, I think there's a lot of things that they can do to circumvent the like be able to win their rounds on the defending side as well.
Definitely. We've seen that kind of performance come in, especially in the FSL VCT series, like in Game Changers. We see Haven being picked quite a bit, and a really good strategy that a lot of teams like, going into on defense is a lot of aggression. So they like to push together with their team. Let's say that they're running a Breach and a Sky. If you're running both of those initiators, you definitely can get a lot of control and play really aggressively. But let's see what map picks our girls have gone in for today. So for Team One, everybody seems to have decided what they do want to play, and never mind, it is going to be Adekezik and Yaya yet again on the same team. We saw these two players all the way back in March, and even then they were the dynamic duo. I think we did see Yaya on the chamber, but instead she's going to be going in for a favorite of Raze here. The double duo is deadly combo, and I personally do not want to
Choose
go
your
up against
agent.
either of them here.
Yeah, definitely. And on the other side, for Team 2, they still hovering over the agent select, but I think they're pretty locked in right now. Kia is on the Sova, Ellie is going to be on the Reina, Uzi Girl is on the Jet, Angel Eyes is on Killjoy, and Azula is on the Omen. It somewhat looks like a mirror pick except for the Reina and Ray's pick. Wait, no, Reina, Jet and Ray's pick, my bad.
Yeah, it's only gonna be the duelist deferring. Everything else is the same, and I'm personally really like interested to see that both of these teams have gone in for a killjoy because like you mentioned, Grammy, it's one of those maps where you really want an agent that can maintain a lot of control, and both Cipher and Chamber give you that. Like even with the nerf, one of Chamber's traps, it's gonna stay no matter where Chamber is playing. So whether he's lurking or whether he's aggro pushing, it's going to be active. But when you're playing a killjoy, your killjoy has to consistently be on the lurk or you have to give up that piece of map control and go with the rest of your team. So it's definitely it's going to be interesting to see how Jisoo and Angel Eyes are both going to be playing this, and it is going to be Team One starting off on the attack here. That Raze as well as that Reina can prove instrumental because Raze can really be useful when you're trying to clear areas like A short or even garage where anybody could be playing up close with I don't know a shotgun or even a classic. Let's face it, that right click is just scary, super scary.
Yeah, the right click is honestly busted, but it looks like we're going for a seaside stack here on the side of Team 1. Our drone comes out to clear backside, and the smoke does come out from Azula, but Team 1 just does not get it. Pushing in through the smoke. Azula managed to get 1, 2, finds the head of Jisoo as well, gets taken out by Yaya there.
I do not know how Azula stayed alive with everything being thrown in her direction, not to mention getting 2 kills there. But it's going to be Uzi Girl getting those kills. Angel Eyes as well will clean up with the last 2. And that was a very quick round coming through. And while Team 1 looked extremely eager to attack, they really did pay for it there because they were caught at a choke point. And, well, that's going to be an easy defuse coming through. Team 2, they're on defense here and they are doing a really good job with the rotations because once the call out came that, there were multiple players running up C, you saw how the positioning came through. The rotations were instantly there, and Azula managed to hold on for quite a long time as well with those 2 kills. So that is one of the things that really swung the round in their favor, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Azula was instrumental in that round right there because she was able to find those 2 frags, which immediately cut the attacker's advantage so much that the rotations came in and they were just able to retake the side 3v3 just like that. And as we get into the next round, it's gonna be a buy for the side of Team 2. They're running the Spectres and Shields.
Shadows traveling.
Yep, it is going to be a full buy coming in, and it seems like the Team 1 has just gone for an eco here because even though they did get the spike plant, never mind, they have gone for a force here. I'm really sorry about that. So they are looking quite rich with the Spectres here, and they can definitely have quite a bit of impact because if they are going together, there is a potential for trades, especially considering that there is only Angel Eyes on this A site. Of course, she does have the turret, which basically counts as a second player if you're not careful. So you never know. She could just solo hold this side, but Boombot's gonna give away her location along with those paint shells doing so much damage. But she still stays alive. Arikazek though finally taking her down along with Jisoo, and that's the A side taken here. Spike will go down and the retake is on.
4v3 advantage for Team 1, the attacker side right here. Kimi, Notorico able to find Ellie as well, but gets caught out. But Yumber and Arikazek able to clean out the round, even though Azula finds one. They clean out the round pretty cleanly with that force buy there. They get the second round, and this means that Team 2 have to go on the save.
They are gonna be pushed into a little bit of quite a bit of an eco there. Angela, she's debating whether she has to go for that Vandal, but let's talk about Yaya's utility there. That was beautiful off the Sova drone. They hear that they spot the Killjoy utility, know that she's probably gonna be playing towards CT or the backside, and with that Boombot as well as that paint shells, that's going to be the kill almost coming through. It's amazing that Angela still managed to get one, but we're on to the next round here. Arikazek, she is going to be leading the charge as they watch the garage area for somebody getting aggressive, but Uzi Girl, she has a shorty here, so definitely not something you want to be peeking garage doors with. And unless Kimi no Toriko like drones this though, it's gonna be really rough. And I love this positioning coming in from Radikazik because she is going to be watching to make sure that nobody gets pushed here. But somehow Uzi Girl stays alive here, playing with the Omen Smoke, does a little bit of damage, but Radikazik and Yaya are on the cleanup here in that garage, and things look really rough right now for Team 2.
Yeah, as you mentioned, the dynamic duo of Arikazek and Yaya once again on the double duelist. Youngberg are able to find one, and Kimi no Toriko cleans up the round with the classic right there. Flawless round coming out from Team 1.
Flawless is the
It was
word.
just, yeah.
That was fantastic coming through from them. And finally, Team 2 is going to have their hands on a full buy. They have those rifles in play. And it seems like all of them were unanimously going in for that Vandal buy here, which is probably a good idea because, when you're playing with the sight lines like A long and C long, it can do a lot of damage. But of course, that can be circumnavigated by attacking an area like Garage or even the B site here. So I'm curious to see what exactly Team 1 is going to do here as they play this bonus round with those Spectres as well as I think I saw a Stinger in the midst as well.
I think she upgraded the Vandal. Yaya has a Vandal right now, but Uzi Girl is gonna aggressively pick these. This
Oh
unable to
no.
find anything as Kimi no Toriko able to take her down with that Spectre. Vandal dropped outside Garage now. That's a free upgrade for one of the players on Team 1.
That's gonna be free, and it's gonna be the Sova drone coming through from Kyo, which might spot one or two of these players. Will spot two, but it's gonna be too late because the seaside is gone. It's again in the hands of Azula here. Knows the positioning of the Omen, gets one, but Adikazik is there for the trade here. Kimi no Toriko will take one as well, but Ellie is there for the trade, so it's going to be a 2v3 retake. It's gonna be Angel Eyes and Ellie, who manages to spot one, gets it, manages to take the dismiss as well. It's gonna come all the way down to Adikazik in a 1v1 right now. Angel Eyes and Adikazik both know each other's position, and she goes for the reloader as well. Adikazik doesn't care here, as it's going to be a patience game. Who circles and who hits the shots first? And Adikazik, she's gonna get that clutch here in that 1v2, quickly turning a situation that looked very much in the favor of Team 2 in her team's favor instead.
Yeah, I think Ginseng right there. She knew she had the advantage. She overhealed, even though she didn't really have to, honestly. But she got the overheal off, and she knows that she has that health advantage. So she wasn't afraid to peek, take the fight on to Angel Eyes right there.
Definitely, and that's really commendable because when you're playing like an agent like Reina, one of the most important things you need to do is be confident. And Attica's she has that in spades. Like she just doesn't care. She always peeks people and gets away with it because you're playing Reina. You can heal, you can dismiss, whatever you need, you're gonna be getting. So I'm really excited to see this matchup because it seems like we just don't see enough Reina these days, which is a pity. Like I get it, when you're playing as a team, she's not exactly the best agent, and there are other agents you can run that have more value. But I miss Reina, man. Like the days when Reina had those 4 dismiss orbs, those were the days to play. Very scary.
That's true. That's true. I did not play Reina during that period, but I saw how scary she was. Honestly.
Oh yeah, it was something else, especially in so many situations. I remember like watching VCT and the first ever game which Sen played with Tens, right? It was on
Yeah,
Icebox,
yeah,
and
yeah.
yeah, it created history of a kind. The way it was played and the way that it was casted as well. So one of the more inspirational moments, I would say. So definitely, my point is like seeing more Reina coming back in. It's not just Sentinels, like even these days, like the recent VCT in Reykjavik. You saw some Reina love coming through as well from nobody else apart from our very own Paper Rex. And I gotta tell you, like Arikazik and Gaia are shaping up to be, the the Academy's version of Jing and Forsaken, I would say.
Honestly, you might have a point there. I mean, Arikase as Jing, I wouldn't mind that as in the cast. But yeah, I love seeing Reina because those Reina players, man, they're just so confident with their peaks because as you mentioned, they know how to dismiss, they know how to devour, they have every advantage that they can get to be able to take gunfights like that.
Yeah, and Reina by herself is scary enough, but when you have good utility and a team behind you, it can definitely prove useful. And Adikazek, she's working with that advantage here as well because you can see the utility use coming through from Kimi no Toriko, the drones, the recons, and it's definitely able to play off that. But the tactical pause is down, and we're heading back into the round. And it seems like both of these teams, one of them has gone in for a half buy, while the other has a decent buy here. Azula doing a little bit of damage to Adikazek will take her down. The Kimi no Toriko is there for the trade here. Ellie dodging the boom bot, trying to peek back towards long here, but I think that the side of Team 1 is going to be falling back, especially considering that Yaya looks just a bit unhealthy there. Quite a bit unhealthy, in fact, if you consider it. Kimi no Toriko, they are going to be guarding this weapon, though. They don't want anybody to pick up Arikazek's Lando, so yeah, but that's a shot. Kyo gets that headshot, and it seems like things have been equalized. 3v3 right now, as Team 1 is again waiting outside the A site.
Yeah, but Team 2 does have the lockdown for retake right here. They look like they're playing somewhat for a retake, but Jisoo is gonna find the head of Ellie right there as the From the Shadows does get popped onto the seaside. Youngburger is probably gonna get a spike down for Planted for Long here, and they have the Hunter's Fury to play with as well for the post plant.
Yeah, that kill is gonna give Kimino Toriko exactly what she needs. And it seems like everybody wants to go towards the long area. Oh, Yumburger! How does she hit that shot? That's gonna be a headshot through the smoke as Uzi Girl goes down. It's all up to Angel Eyes right here. Gets one. That's the Hunter's Fury off the board. I think she knows that Jisoo's position as well towards her immediate left. And it's gonna come down to if she can pre-fire this correctly or not, because she's quite low on HP. Gets the shot, and it's all gonna be a 1v1 Yumburger versus Angel Eyes. I don't know if she has time for the lockdown though, and that might be the game maker here, whether she has time or not to be able to get the defuse.
Yeah, she knows she has to push this right now. The time is running out. It is not in her favor. And Yumburger knows that she's just playing offside. Tries to go for the defuse ping, but unable to find anything as Yumburger eventually falls to the spike, but still able to take out Angel Eyes. That's the 4th round on the board for Team Run right there.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate there, because Angel Eyes, even though she was at a 1v3, hit some really nutty shots there, but it's not going to be enough, unfortunately, and the round will come through. It's okay. She did manage to take down all 3 of those guns. The issue is Team 1, after winning, I think 3 consecutive rounds, their eco isn't exactly hurting. In fact, they're going to have enough for, I think, their next 2 buys as well. But finally, we have the operator online from Uzi Girl, and she is playing A, where it seems like some players do want to go. So this operator might be the game changer, which Team 2 desperately needs right now on the defense.
Yeah, that Recon doesn't manage to send her as well, but she does get peeked from Killjoy there. Yumburger able to find Ellie as she's aggressively pushing. 4v5 situation for the side of Team 2, but 2 members on the side of Team 1 are pushing up A short. Kia actually able to find the head of Yumburger. 4v4 once again equalized.
Yeah, I don't think Yumburger spotted Kyo pushing out from mid there, and once she got into window, that was just unfortunate position. But Adikazik is gonna make Kyo pay for getting a little bit too greedy here, and it seems like they do want to hit the A side after all, because Kimino Toriko and Jisoo have both managed to make their way on side, and ooh, that's a nasty off angle that's being held by Kimino Toriko there. That's the kill coming through an Azula, and once again, it's going to be a 2v4 retake right now. The thing is, especially with one of the players on the operator, it might just be better for the side of Team 2 to save if Angel Eyes does not get this kill here. And yeah, I think that's gonna be a save for Uzi Girl, just trying to get some exits perhaps.
Yeah, the side of Team 1, I believe it was Adikazik and was it Kimino Toriko? They hit some really nutty shots right there.
Oh my.
And the operator does fall to Yaya.
I don't know if she picked it up. Did she pick it up?
I don't think she did.
I think they want to continue their rampage here, because that's the only word with the way they're playing here. Absolutely super aggressive, just so confident here, and it's really paying off for them, because with a score like 5-1, to be fair, they are on attack and this is Haven, but man, if you get a big enough buffer, it doesn't matter what side you're on. I think that's the policy Team 1 seems to be going for here.
Yeah, and once again, the side of Team 2 are gonna be forced on an eco this round. Blaze Storm is gonna get popped by Uzi Girl, and let's see Long is aggressively pushing up. Will she be able to find this? Able to find the hit of Kimino Toriko. That is 1 gun down. 1 player down. 5v4 for the side of Team 2. This could be the round that they did for them.
Definitely, but you gotta love how Team 1 is playing here. Adikazik immediately pushes back to make sure that the gun hasn't been taken, and they know now that the gun hasn't been taken, so it's still gotta be just a Blaze Storm. But Azula gets that nutty shot. I think you call that an Omen diff right there, as that Marshall comes through, and it's going to be the showstopper popped as they go towards the seaside here. Unfortunately, Uzi Girl already low from the previous engagement. She is going to go down, and it's gonna be a 3v3 retake right now as Adikazik takes down Angel Eyes. Yaya spots Keo as well, so this will just come down to timing here.
Able to find, yeah, I was able to find Kyo, but falls to Azula, who has that Vando in play. 2v2 situation still possible for the side of Team 2. As Ellie able to find Jisoo, Adikazik actually able to find Azula once again. 1v1 situation for both the Reynas here actually.
Oh, Adikazik.
She's on a rampage right now. Pops the Empress and able to find 3 kills that round.
Honestly, the more I watch Etiquette, like I thought about this last time when we watched her in Academy, and after watching her right now, I think sooner or more rather than later she is
Last
gonna be
player
playing
standing.
in the Game
One enemy
Changers
remaining.
Opens instead rather than Academy because man, she is cracked. And this was the second clutch I think that she's gotten in the 1v2.
Yeah.
Amazing positioning, amazing aim, but it's just so nice to watch plays like this, and that's gonna trigger the side of Team Two to go in for a timeout here, one that they really need. And Grammy, what do you think that they're doing wrong here? What do you think Team Two can do better to make sure they, don't lose more rounds going into this first half here?
Honestly, I do think that they have been hitting their shots. They have been getting like the initial picks, but they're unable to like convert those rounds because as soon as they get those initial picks, the side of team one just pushes back, makes sure that they don't get any more advantage that they already have, and they just play off each other so well. So I do think team two have to be able to coordinate a little bit better. They do have the Hunter's Fury and the Lockdown in play if they do choose to use those this round, and the Empress as well for any fast pushes.
Definitely. They do have a lot of utility, which I think they could use better. You're absolutely right there. In contrast, it just goes to show the utility being used. And also, this is really interesting because I don't know if you were watching the previous, matches of this academy here, but a lot of these girls are playing agents, which they're playing really different agents from the agents they played in previous matches. Like Azula, for
Scanning
example, you
ahead.
see her on Omen here, right? I think the first
Yeah.
game she played, she was playing KO. So it's nice to see how versatile these players are and really doing a good job. But yeah, that's gonna be the first pick coming through as Kyo bites off just a bit more than she could chew there as she gets double peaked. And Yaya will get that kill. Arikazik will get the heal off of it as well, and that's gonna leave Garage vulnerable. Soajon comes through from Kimi, and it seems like Ellie though she's gonna make up for it as she gets one. But Yumberg and Arikazik are both on a rampage here again. Just the Jet and the Killjoy left all alone here. Personally, I feel really, really bad for Angel Eyes because she put so much work in her setups here, but it's just, she never gets to use them, is what it feels
Last
like.
player standing.
Oh, she's able to find that first pick on the Adekazik, but Kibi was able to trade it out.
Spike
1v3
planted.
situation for Uzi Girl. He able to find the first one onto Kimi, who's looking towards CT, but is she able to isolate these two fights here? The Nanostorm does get popped, slow her down a little bit. She goes to Garage for a little bit of retake, but also once again gets spotted by that alarm bot.
Yeah. So Yumburger, she has the position right, and she will spot the smoke. So all she has to do is watch this angle carefully and play time here, as she will get the
Oh,
headshot onto Uzi Girl instead. Yumburger doesn't want to play around. She's like, "You're 6-1. We have the advantage. I'm gonna peek. Worst case, I have a killjoy. We can play post plan," and does exactly that to win the round here.
yeah. 7-1 scoreline in favor for Team 1 there. Once again, the replay, Ellie able to find one, but immediately is traded out once again by the side of Team
Spike
1. They have
planted.
the numbers advantage every single time.
Yeah, I really like the fact that they always go for these double peaks or triple peaks there, and they play together. So even if one of
Yeah.
them takes quite a bit of damage, they're always able to get the trade and somehow capitalize on it. And this time it seems like they want to go towards that A site, multiple players towards A lobby. Uzi Girl making a little bit of noise will be spotted by that Sova recon here. Will be trying to change her position, but look at Ellie, she has the off angle here. So if they don't drone her or clear her, it's gonna make things really rough. Uzi Girl is going to get first blood this round though. That's gonna reignite hope, I think, for the side of Team Two here.
Yeah, and once that first blood is taken, the side of Team 1, they're falling back towards maybe a garage or B push here. Two or three players stacked out windows going towards mid. Will Azula be able to spot this out? Just a little
Oh,
bit off on the timing right there, but she does hear the owl drone, I believe, and the spot out Yaya.
that's a lot of utility. The flash, the
Oh,
the boombot, and the satchel, and she turns out at the wrong time. There, Azula not having any luck when it comes to timing. And yep, that's the side tick. And finally, the lockdown comes through. But guess what? Kimino Toriko, she's been holding on to the Hunter's Fury for exactly this reason. Gets that
Enemy
kill here
remaining.
and gets the trades as well. It's gonna come down to just Kyo here in a 1v2 yet again. And there's an alarm bot, there's a swarm grenade, all on Spike here, doing her best to try and get through.
oh,
Has managed to break one. Radikazik is waiting at the cross, and that is going to be round number 8. Team 1 absolutely dominating today.
yeah, they're looking so good today, and their shots that they're hitting are so on point, especially from Adikazik.
It's insane. I have no words here, and it's a team effort, you know. And this
Yeah.
round, honestly, it seemed like things were gonna be going in the favor of Team Two, but they just managed to pull it back. All those individual plays coming together, and all their attacks are so clean. So you really gotta admire it. Anyway, it is going to be an eco yet again for the side of Team Two, making things a bit rough. Not many ultimates, aggressive ultimates to play off here either.
Oh,
Uzi Girl will be able to do some damage to Edit because it can get away alive, but she is going to be super low. So I'm kind of worried about her.
lockdown does come through for Team 1. But Azula is playing this close position, goes for the peak, but unable to find anything as she gets cleared out by Ade Kursing. The side of Team 2 have to fall back. They have to respect this lockdown here.
Uzi
But
Girl
Angel Eyes
does.
is on the flank.
I think Kimi no Toriko is aware of that because that's gonna be Angel Eyes going down. 3v5 right now. The woman ultimate is invested, and honestly, from the shadows, it's not gonna make much of a difference here. It's gonna let Yumburger make sure none of these players get to save, or you know, she will have the timing on the flank. Might as well use it, right? And that's the policy here. As Jisoo takes that Uzi Girl, just 2 players left right now. Kyo taking a little bit of spray damage through the smoke here. Ellie though finally taking down Yumburger. Left with a 1v4, the clock ticking. Has that Vandal to play with, but I don't think she has the time really, and unless these players push her, she can do a little bit of economic damage, but I don't think economy matters at this point. Only 3 rounds left in the game, and yeah, Ellie's just doing what she can to get some kills on the scoreboard, but it's gonna be round number 9 for Team 1 there.
Another dominant showing from Team 1 that round. Wow. They I don't know what to say anymore. It's just they're just so strong. But Ellie, this shot from Ellie though is really clean. She's able to find 2, but unfortunately for her, the I think on the side of Team 1 they have built up such huge economical advantage that it doesn't really matter at this point anymore.
Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. Like Ellie's gameplay today on Split, it was really good. She was playing Jet there and did an absolutely phenomenal job. I think that she's just having a little bit of trouble finding her stride here. Not able to take those picks. And again, this is what I'm talking about, right? Like Angel Eyes goes for the peak, but there's always gonna be 2 players there making things really rough. And oh no, the Omen rotation with that from the shadows is gonna be put off by the turret of all things there. 4v4 right now, and you know it seems very rough for the side of Team 2 here. Because even though it is a 4v4, they're not going to be very, it's going to be very rough here. But as I say that, the Uzi Girl, as well as, Uzi Girl as well as the rest of her team are managing this retake. It's going to come down to just Jamburger, pushes to the smoke, but Keo has that covered. And finally, the round comes through for the side of Team 2, a round that they really needed, because every single round from this point counts. If they want to even have a chance of going forward, they have to try and make sure that they get this 9-3. Not for the curse, just because they need those rounds.
Yeah, definitely. Those shots by Uzi Girl there though, I have to commend her for that. That shot on I believe it was Jisoo, the Killjoy? Well, I'm not really sure, but that shot was I like
clean.
that. Yeah, it was
Clean.
so clean.
It goes to show we just need to play more aim labs and practice so that we can be like these girls. It's our deepest aspiration someday. But Ellie on the Odin was also scary. I'm really glad she picked up that Wickham weapon because she did a fantastic job last round. And you know, if you have the Empress and you have a Reyna and you have an Odin, well, it goes to show you can do a lot of damage there. Already trying to get some wallbang damage there through the garage doors here. Empties an entire mag, in fact, and it's gonna be Uzi Girl, in fact, who gets that first kill onto Kimi no Toriko. That's gonna mean no recon, no drone, and a lot less information that you're gonna get on the site here. She is going to be playing aggressively towards mid again, but I don't know if she expects Yaya to be so close there.
Ooh, Azula on this off angle here. Ooh, is she able to get Yumburger, able to catch her off guard, but Yumburger wins the fight somehow. Yaya able to trade out on Uzi Girl, finds the second onto Angel Eyes. What is happening? It's a 2v4 for the side of Team 2.
2v3 though, but the spike should be going down soon. The thing is, both Yaya is really low and the Omen isn't exactly very healthy either, so it's gonna lead to quite a bit of trouble if they don't play off the trades here. And Yaya, she has a really aggressive position. They might not expect her to be where she is right now, so if they don't clear off this heaven angle, it might cause a lot of issues. Ellie is going to be leading the charge, just get that little bit of wallbang there, but they're not going to be clearing Yaya, and this might be so important here because they are going to be using the Sova drone for Graffiti as well almost under heaven, but the clock is still ticking, and the Killjoy ultimate is invested as well. It seems like this round is going to be almost impossible to win unless, you know, the diffuser, unless you manage to get both these players, but the crossfire between Jisoo and Yaya is too good, and that's going to be a 10-2 half for Team 1, looking really, really strong on Haven today.
Definitely, and though I do want to give Team 2 a little bit of benefit of the doubt here, as it is an attack side map, but props to Team 1. They have been showing a really, really dominant performance so far on their attacking half. 10-2, wow.
It's definitely not over till it's over. And like you mentioned, this is the attacking half. And guess what? They also have a duelist duo. They have Ellie and Uzi Girl, who have done quite a good job so far. You saw those aggressive first picks coming through from both of these players. So, you know, if they can maintain that kind of aggression as well as, you know, dual win rate on the attacker, their team definitely does have a chance. So you can never count them out. It's not that any of them are playing really bad. It's just a little bit of bad luck. It seems like if they play retake, it seems like their chances are a bit more successful, or if they just manage to hold on. But either way, this is the pistol starting, and 1 minute 30 seconds left on the clock. It seems to be an A push coming in, and the rotation is coming through as well from the side of team 2 there, team 2 here. So and it seems like Yumburger and Kimi no Toriko have started off things with the bang. Azula finally stops the bleeding here, but things aren't looking very good.
Yeah, 3v4 for the side of Team 2 here. They have to get this pistol, if not, they'll be put in such a disadvantage the next round. And it looks like the Spike is going to make its rotation towards C. Oh no, it's going back. But the players on Team 1, they are going for a C rotation here. It's just Yumburger left on site.
But look at where she's playing. People don't always check this, but it's going to come down to timing here. And yep, that's going to be Kyo who takes down Yumburger. That's the A side open as well, and Spike will be going down. All they have to do is play post plan properly. It is a 3v3 retake, and both Yaya and Azula are both going to be really low here. They also do have the Killjoy turret on side, and that can prove to be one of the most important things in this pistol round, because it's going to give away information, it's going to do damage, and people are going to be distracted by it. It's going to be Angel Eyes who takes down Yaya on the flank here. And look at that turret, already proving to, like, you know, weigh its weight in gold here. Attica has to wait for somebody to peek off this cross, and yep, we'll be able to take down Kyo. 2v2 still though, and yeah, the overheal is here, so it might be the game changer.
Yeah, but Azula's positioning though still managed to catch Jisoo off guard, but Jisoo still managed to find her. I think. Oh no.
Oh no, indeed, because that's going to be round number 11, and I really good gameplay coming in from both these teams, but it's going to be Team 1 who take it in the end, and Angel Eyes just a little bit too fast, just a little bit too soon. They are going to be going in for the force buy again of these Spectres, but I'm not sure. Like, you did see the success coming through for the side of Team 1 there, but can Team 2 pull off the same feat is the question here.
I have faith. I have faith. I mean, yeah, like I do believe if they play this well, they have the numbers. If they get like a numbers advantage on a certain side, they'll be able to win a round as long as they get the spike down and play post plant properly. And it is gonna look. It is looking like an A push here with 4 members stacked towards 4 members of Team 2 stacked towards A. But it's Kimi no Toriko who finds the first pick onto Ellie. 4v5 situation. Angel Eyes able to trade it out. 4v4 situation right now. But the spike is looking like it's going towards the B side. Yumburger spots out Uzi Girl there though.
Oh, yeah, but she's going to be getting away alive here, and it's going to be still a 4v4. That's a lot of damage done, by the way, from the side of the Omen to the Jet, and I think that a Dink was gotten in as well onto another player, so health-wise, the side of Team 2 seem to be at a slight disadvantage, but you never know. The setup, though, is going to be on C from the Killjoy, so that's going to be a lot of damage. Nanoswarms and Jisoo both managing to take down a player, and the Killjoy is really low as well, but the Spike should still be able to go down. Yet again, it's going to be a 3v3 retake here, and Kyu has to be able to play aggressively, but Adikazik has already pushed onto the site, and the spike is down. Angel Eyes, 19 HP left. 19 HP and a dream, I would say, because the spike is dropped, the clock is ticking, and things seem rather hopeless.
Crossfire.
It's deadly here, and Yaya, she if she just sprays through the smoke at the right time, it's gonna do so much damage here. And yep, she is gonna clean it up. Match point for Team 1, and I think it's almost over for the side of Team 2 here, because their economy is in the dumpster, and you know, they didn't get the spike ban either, so they're not even gonna have an extra $300 to play with here.
Yeah, that Jisoo on side, she held her own there. Like with her setup there, the moment I think it was Uzi Girl pushed through, she just opened those nano swarms and that just cut off Uzi Girl from the rest of the team there.
Yeah, and it did quite a bit of damage to Angel Eyes as well. So definitely Adikazik, she's gonna be playing towards Garage. This last round, she wants to close it out in style, and she does have that Spectre, which can be really, really dangerous on that Reyna. But Azula is gonna take her down. It's taken down to 20 HP, but will nevertheless manage to take her down. And Yaya though will get that kill, even though Uzi Girl gets that headshot. It's going to be a 3v4 advantage still in the hands of Team 2 here, who can definitely win this. And yeah, Kimi no Toriko gets one, but will fall. It's gonna come down to Jisoo right now, left in a 1v2. Spike being planted on that B side. And this is the thing, the players who are alive right now, they are both agents which have an extensive post-plant capability. They have the shock darts, they have the nano swarms, and that's exactly what they aim to do. Just buy as much time as possible. Even the turret, it will give away information as to where this player is, if she's here or not, if she comes through Garage, but she's gonna be here, and she's marking the right angle. Might even spot Angel Eyes if the timing is right here. And yep, gets that one player, has a lockdown. I don't know if she's gonna be investing it here though, because Kyo is gonna take her down, and that is going to be the third round coming through for Team 2 here.
Yeah, but I do believe on the side of Team 1, it is gonna be the buy round here.
That is true. They do have those Vandals. I think they did force a little bit last time, so they're gonna be stuck on light armor. 4 players on light armor and 2 on Bulldog, so it's still not over. Team 2, they definitely have a good chance this round as well, because they're also going in for those upgrades, right? So you never know.
Definitely. Then they do have the lockdown and the From the Shadows to play with there.
Yeah, I can definitely be the game changer, because if they are able to get anywhere towards A short or even towards B cubby, that's gonna be the lockdown available. It's just gonna get them side for free. And again, when you're running an agent, when you're running both Killjoy and Sylvan, even the Raze, if you haven't used the paint shows, there's just so much post plan available. So it doesn't matter at that point. Like unless they push you really aggressively and get that kill, which by the way, Adikazik and Yaya are totally capable of doing. It's still gonna be really rough to get that diffuse going.
Yeah, but it looks like it's gonna be a C hit from the positioning of the players here. Recon ball does come out. I'm not sure if the recon ball spotted out Yaya, but Ade Kajik does spot out Ellie, able to find the first pick onto her. Uzi Girl in this positioning though, does she know that Ade Kajik is spots out the gun and able to find that headshot 4v4 situation right now for both teams.
Yaya, though, she is on this boulder here, on this box here, and that might be the difference maker. But Uzi Girl's gotta catch Yumburger on the lurk as well. Positioning is just so good here, and it seems like they are gonna be just heading towards the A side. The lockdown's gonna be invested as well, because they don't want to mess up here. Oh no, Azula doesn't spot out Kimino Toriko. And Kimino Toriko, she does have the Hunter's Fury to play with, gets one, but Kyo is gonna take her down. But she does a lot of damage, and this 2v2, it could go either way. I have no idea which side it's gonna be favored towards, because both these players, there's one player who's low on each side, and the positioning, well, it's gonna come down to who trades better and who hits the shots better. Lockdown though, that's gonna be invested from Jinnu, as well as the Hunter's Fury down short, and Yaya, she's gonna be taken down by Uzi Girl. The trades are quick though, and it's gonna be Jinnu versus Kyo. Which player is gonna come in more clutch here is the question.
Oh, Kyo manages to secure another clutch round. Once again, it's Kyo versus Jisoo, and Kyo able to come out on top, the 4th round on the board for Team 2 here.
And this might be what they need to, get the momentum they need. It might change. It might cause a swing that they so desperately need here, because it's gonna be a rougher economy for the side of Team 1 here. They are gonna be pushed to a very broken half by, of course, the Bucky isn't something that you should take very lightly, but nevertheless, the weapons advantage is sort of overwhelmingly in the favor of Team 2 here, so they definitely should try and capitalize on that. They also have the Blaze Storm from Uzi Girl, so even if she doesn't have a rifle, that is going to be what she plays with, and it remains to be seen if she can. You did see her hit some nutty shots in the first half, so she will definitely be able to do something with it if she chooses to.
Yeah, but look at this positioning on Team 1 Sova there. She's so deep into A short. I don't know if anyone will be able to clear this out with. She has the Bucky as well. This is honestly this is every player's nightmare right here.
Oh god, unless unless the other Sova uses the drone, I don't think anybody will expect her. But look at the opposite side though. It's going to be the Jet who just manages to push up a long here, has a dash ready as well, and Yumburger has to hit this headshot, but she's not even gonna spot it here. It's all gonna come down to timing, and yep, Uzi Girl is gonna get that perfectly right.
Oh,
However, Kimura Toriko is going to be spotted as well. Angel Eyes gets that headshot through the wall bang, not crouching in the corner carefully enough, and it's going to be a side open yet again, and Spike should be going down any second right now.
Uziko playing really close here, but falls back as at the moment Yaya pushes into this dark cover. Kia on alert, able to find one. Uziko able to find Yaya as well, and it's all down to Ade Kuzik with a Marshall. Can she do any damage with this? Unable to do anything as Uziko picks up the round for her team with that 3K. Fifth round on the board for the side of Team 2 here.
Oh, I really gotta commit Team 2 here because, when you're at a score like 12-2, having the mentality to come back, it's really hard. And the fact is, they're not giving up. They're not like, we're 10 rounds down. We're not gonna just throw. They're still persevering and they're really doing a good job. The team play coming through is fantastic. This is going to be the key round though, because if they can win this, it can be a huge shift in momentum and even get them up to 7 or 8 on the scoreline here. So it is going to be both teams having their full buy. Again, there is a little bit of an advantage when it comes to Team 2 over here because they do have armor. I think that 2 players are going to be playing on light armor, but the push is coming through and Yaya gets the shot onto Uzi Girl. That is the advantage here already for the side of Team 1, and unless things get equalized, it's looking rough for Team 2 right now.
Yeah, 4v5 situation in the favor of Team 1 right now. That push down C long from both Yaya and Adekuzik right there. That I think that was amazing to see. That coordination and the team play. But Ellie seems to be expecting Kimi no Toriko here in this angle. Oh, spots her out, but unable to find a hit. Find a hit as the recon does come out.
That interaction looks extremely awkward, and Yumburger is gonna find Ellie through the smoke. The showstopper is popped as well, and Yaya takes down Shio. Azula gets the trade and pops the Omen ultimate as well. So, it's gonna be Angel Eyes who gets the headshot onto Adekazik. That's gonna be the rampage with the Reina stopped here, and things still are very much doable for the side of Team 2. Sure, they're one player down, but they know Yumburger's position, and Azula takes her down 2v2 right now. They know at least one player is towards the garage area, but Seaside is there for the taking, and if they can make their way through, they will be able to plant. Kimi no Toriko though, she has the Hunter's Fury, so if they are going to be planting default, and look at the clock as well, it's going to be really, really rough here for these players.
Oh, doesn't manage to tag with Planta, but tags someone else instead. It's actually Angel Eye who's going to be down low. Jisoo able to find both of the remaining of Team 2, and that's the round to Team 1 there.
Yeah, a little bit of celebration jumping coming in from Jisoo, and that's a GG as well. 13-5 is going to be the final score for today's map of Haven, and it was a nice try coming in from all these players, but I think that Team 2, they just played a little bit better when it comes to team play, and it took a while for Team 1 to find some momentum as well. You saw them wake up towards the second half, but by then the damage was already done, and again, this Academy as well, it's going to be Yaya and Adekazik on top of the scoreboard. Lots of new names below them though, because I don't remember seeing Yumburger or Azula in the last time we casted this series, Grammys.
Yeah, but I have to commend Yaya and Ade Kutsing though. they played that so well. That double duelist setup from both of them. They know their aggression was working, and they kept doing it, kept taking that advantage away from the side of Team 2. And I believe that's how they won a lot of those rounds there.
Yeah, someone has to sign these players because, guys, whoever's watching this, remember Attica, Zik, and Yaya, you should sign them, totally. But promotional purposes apart, definitely fantastic job. Both of them, each with 3 first bloods to their name. Really good trades as well coming through in multiple areas, not just from Attica, Zik, and Yaya, but also from all the players on the team. Because you saw Yumburger step in, you saw Kimi no Toriko step in, and even Jisoo once she was put on defense, they're getting a lot of clutches 1v2s for her team. So it even if the kill board doesn't tell the entire story, those who are watching, you can see that everybody on this team performed quite well. And Uzi Girl and Angel Eyes, both of them deserve a huge commendation because they pulled it together and they kept it from going to a score like 13-2. But in the end, it is going to be the side of Team 2 who do take it home today. And I think that is it for Maze Academy here. And that was a really good match to cast. I'm not at all disappointed, and I'm really amazed by the improvement I'm seeing from these girls here.
Yeah, definitely. They've come so far since both the May and not the May, the March and April editions of this academy, and I have to commend all of them right there. Uzi girl with those first bloods, she found like so many first bloods those games, able to get the advantage for her team, and as well as Kyo clutching out two important rounds for her team right there. But yeah, really really good, really well played from both these teams here today.
Yeah, so for those who are not aware yet, again, Academy is a proving ground for girls who want to play in in Valorant VCT tournaments, and it's for players below Plat 3. And I think at this rate, the way these girls are playing, especially players like Attica Zikyaya and even Angel Eyes, I think we did see her the last time we were casting. So I think they are definitely gonna be playing in the open soon. So I'm really looking forward to catching them there, and I hope that people playing as well as watching had as much time, as much fun watching this as I had casting with you, Grimmy.
Thank you. And I guess that is gonna be me and Zach signing off for this cast here, this May Academy last game. And really, I honestly, I'm still like shaking from that game. I really enjoyed it.
It was really fun to watch. I completely agree with you. But yeah, I think that is it for May's Academy tournament. If you're wondering about who are the winners, it will be posted soon on the FSL socials. So do drop a follow there, and of course follow me and Grammys on all our socials as well. Shameless promotion hashtag. We will be seeing you around the next time the Academy broadcast rolls around, which will be next month. Don't worry. So yeah, have a good night, everyone who's watching.